Contemporary visual arts. It is classified into three. The first one is the fine arts, the second is decorative arts, and lastly, the contemporary art forms. Fine arts. It is the type of visual art that are frequently associated with arts such as paintings, sculptures, and drawings. Paintings defined as a two-dimensional form of art that showcases of artistic expression created on a flat surface. It has 7 themes: the religious, historical, portraiture, still life, landscape, nude, and genre. Religious themes were the primary subject for the artworks during the Spanish colonial times. In the present, many religious themes painting can be seen in the murals of many churches and in paintings with social commentaries. One of its examples is the Hapag ng Pag-asa, painted by Joe Velasco. The second theme in painting is the historical themes. It refers to a genre in painting defined by its subject matter rather than artistic style. It usually depicts a moment in a narrative story rather than a specific and static subject as in a portrait. The artist who is famous in this genre is called Botong V. Francisco, with his masterpiece Filipino Struggles Through History, which depicts the Manila's historical events. Other famous works of his includes the Blood Compact and First Mass at Limawasa. Portraiture theme. Portraiture paintings are used to commemorate personalities and are seen in many formal institutions such as government offices. It is said that it was a symbolism of one's rights to power and wealth. One of the most ubiquitous portraiture paintings seen in the Philippines are the official portraitures of Philippine presidents. The latest out of writing is the official portrait of President Rodrigo Duterte by Davao artist Daryl De Leon Descalar. The fourth theme is the still life. It is a work of art that portrays an animate object. It was traditionally composed of a basket or bowl of fruits and flowers in vases of a table. A peculiar cubist and Kapampangan artist named Vicente Manansala was popular for his still life painting that features items and ingredients one would find in a typical Filipino kitchen. The next theme is landscapes. It is an artwork that depicts the beauty of outdoors. It can be that of the natural environment such as the countryside and other rural scenery, including seascapes that focus on the imagery of bodies of water. An artist in this category is Martino Abellana, also known as the Dean of Cebuano Painters, together with his painting Bangka. Next is nude. It was rare before the 20th century, but it was soon accepted and became popular. Early contemporary nudes can be found at the works of Fernando Amorsolo. One of his examples is the Lavandera, which has a series of paintings. Lastly is genres. It is a work of art in which the paintings depicts people doing everyday activities and chores. The Manila-born Mauro Malang Santos was known for his collection of fiesta-inspired paintings. This includes the three women, mother and child, and woman vendor. Sculptures are artworks that are three-dimensional and is classified into two, the freestanding and relief. Relief structure is a sculpture in which images are set against a flat background, while freestanding sculpture is when it is in the round attached to no background. It can also be academic or classic and modern. Classical styles follows the aesthetics of the ancient Greeks and Romans as taught by the European and academies. Modern style is often abstracted and is not as particular about the realistic portrayal or representation of figures compared to the classical style. The Philippines has a sculptural tradition dating long before the arrival of the first colonizers. Examples of these are the sundok of the grave makers of the Bajau and the Ifugao rice god, the Bulol. When Spaniards took over, there had been santos, like the Black Nazarene in Quiapo, Santo Niño in Cebu, and Our Lady of Penefrancia in Naga. During the American colonial period, classical sculptures portrayed prominent people of society and politics. This was led by the Bulacan native Guillermo Tolentino, with his sculptural masterpiece includes the Bonifacio Monument. He was a professor and mentored other classical-style sculptors such as Anastasio Saido and Froilan Madriñan. Saido was a Batanggenyo whose most recognizable work is the memorial at the MacArthur landing site in Leyte. Madriñan, on the other hand, is a Paete artist who was a master at wood carving and played a significant role in aspiring Paete artists. But the best student Guillermo has ever taught is Napoleon Abueva, or known as the father of modern sculpture, with his masterpiece Allegorical Harpoon that is considered as one of his best abstract sculptural works. Abueva also influenced certain sculptors like Renato Roca and Ros Arcilia. In the late 70s, many figurative expressionist sculptures appeared such as Julie Luke, Agnes Arellano, Jerry Navarro, Elizalde.
Okay kayo! Up, 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 up.